What's good, everybody? This your boy Blackout Jones, and you know what today is? Today is Game 2 of the NBA Finals between the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And if history repeats itself, you know who I'm going for. I'm going to talk about that and a whole lot more here at Just Shooting the Sports. Let's get it. As I mentioned, you know who I'm going for if history repeats itself. But before I get to my prediction, let's talk about Game 1. Game 1 turned out to be an exciting game. In the beginning, it looked like Oklahoma City Thunder were going to go ahead and run away with it against the Indiana Pacers. At one point in this whole game, they pretty much kept a double-digit lead throughout the contest until the very end. But as we know, the Indiana Pacers, they don't stop fighting. They continue to come after you and come after you. I don't know if y'all remember Rocky 2, but remember there was a point in that movie where Apollo Creed was asking his manager, "What you scared of? What's the problem?" And my man told Apollo Creed, he said, "Look, man," he said, "I seen you beat that man like no man has been beaten before. And that man kept coming after you. That's not that kind of man we need in our life, baby. I know what you feel. Let it go. Just let it go." So, with that being said, even though there was a double-digit lead, you know them boys from Indiana wasn't going to let that slide. And of course, who comes through? Halliburton himself. And I mean, he's had probably one of the greatest postseason runs in NBA history. Clutch shots after clutch shots after clutch shots. Whether it's Cleveland, whether it's the Knicks, or whether it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, he has come through in every way imaginable as a probably a potential superstar, if not already a superstar, is supposed to be and is supposed to act when it comes to crunch time. But besides that, in game one, the Oklahoma City Thunder pretty much had like a 15-point lead in the fourth quarter. Of course, we all know Indiana stormed back as they always do, and they came out the victors. In that game, Siakam was the leading scorer at 19. Halliburton only had 14. But every single person, or almost I would say the starting five and the bench, at least, well, not everybody on the bench, but the starting five at least, and one person on the bench, they were all double digits. And that's what they've been doing. Everybody scores. Everybody is the go-to. I've said it before with the Indiana Pacers. Now, in regards to Oklahoma City Thunder, you know, SGA, once again, led all scorers. I think he had 36. Chet, he was having a problem. He was struggling. It was struggle bus for old Chet Holmgren. And there were others that, you know, just didn't pull their weight. But here we are, game two. Now, Halliburton, he's coming in here averaging 18.6 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, with about 9.2 assists. So he's going to get you the ball, but then also he's going to take over down the end, down the stretch. Shea, SGA, 32.7 points per game, rebounds 5.0, and he's averaging 6.4 assists. So not only he's putting up high numbers, but he's also getting rebounds, and he's also distributing the rock as well. Now, I told you at the beginning of this, if history repeats itself, then you know who I'm going for. And I'm going for the Indiana Pacers. And why? Because in the last two series, they have won on the road in the beginning of those series 2-0. They won two on the road, and they've taken care of business. And of course, they won the series. I think they can do it again for a third straight time. Win a series or win two games on the road at the beginning of a series. Has it ever been done in the NBA before? I didn't really do my research. I didn't really go into history books, but I've watched a lot of playoffs in my lifetime. And I'm pretty sure it's never happened where a team has literally gone in each series, just about each series, and has won the first two games on the road. This could be unprecedented. History could be made tonight. Who knows? But without any further ado, yes, I'm going for the Indiana Pacers. Yes, I know the history with OKC. I know they have this thing where when they lose the first game, they don't lose after that. They'll come out the next game and they'll blow you out by 30, 40 points. We'll see if that happens tonight. But this Indiana Pacers team is different. They've been through the trenches. They really haven't had you can sit here and say they really haven't had it easy like OKC. You know what I mean? But at the same time, the head coach of OKC, you can't get out coached tonight. I think you got out coached the other night because you played small instead of playing big like you've been doing all season long and in the playoffs. And you got caught with your pants down, and Halliburton and the Pacers came away with a win, stole a win. Now they got home court advantage. But as I always say, and what I've been saying before in these playoffs, if you go down 2-0 and you go on the road, you got to get two. You can't just get one, because if you just get one, you're losing the series. And I have not been wrong yet. This your boy Blackout Jones. We're just shooting the sports. And hey, please follow, like, subscribe, share, comment, give me your thoughts on who you are going to pick for tonight's game. Holla at your boy.
I'm off the leash now. I'ma go get it now. I'm all gas, no brakes.